Hello, good evening. Yes, it's dark out. I have sunglasses on. Yes, I do have a full tank of gas, and no, I do not have any cigarettes. Let's go! Today I'm going to talk about the ones that got away. Thanks to B&C Performance there, challenging just about everybody who follows them. I guess I'm going to have to make a video. So here we are. Now the ones that got away from me, in particular back, I guess the early 2000s, and I really started getting into buying and selling cars. I was going to like these auto pack auctions, or salvage auctions, really through insurance. And I think the first one for me would have been a nice, sweet 1993 Nissan 300ZX convertible. I did not have the cash to get it right away. At least not that day. But it sucked because I had the cash the following week to go get this car, but it was already sold because I didn't have enough money to pick it up. And so that one kind of broke my heart because it was a really nice car. Like, sure, it was smacked up a little bit. It needed like a control arm and whatnot, hitting a wheel or whatever. But other than that, the car was nice. It was beautiful inside, leather interior, and what else? Yeah, it was just a sweet car, like a 300ZX. Like, it was a non-turbo or whatever. It still had the big 6 in it, standard. It was beautiful, beautiful rag top. Oh, red. That thing would have shined up so nice. I would have made a mint on that car at the time, because you had all these Fast and Furious movies coming out at the time and everything else, and Tokyo Drift, and I kind of pretty much what inspired me to even think about picking up this car, because and the turbo kits were out there. Like, you could have got turbo kits for it and the whole 9 yards. But like I said, that one slipped out of my hands. I think it sold for like $6,000 or something at the time. And that was a $13,000 car all day, every day. And so it sold for $6,000. I went up to about $45,000, give or take. And so that one slipped through my hands, unfortunately. It was good times though. I was there, bidding. And so then I had another one come up a little while after that. What was it now? Oh yeah, there was a 1970 Cougar just down the road from me. 4-speed standard 289 car. The motor blew up. The body was actually in pretty good shape. Still an original 4-speed car. 4-speed car. I didn't even know it was available. The guy sold it for $1,000. $1,000. I mean, what? Really? And I mean, I had the cash at the time. I could have bought that car. I didn't even know it was for sale. Just suddenly, and I was bugging him about it before. I was like, dude, what are you doing with this car? Oh, I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to put an engine in it, blah, 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 blah. And that was one of my dream things to do, is grab a Cougar like that. Like I said, original 4-speed standard. The engine went, or whatever the case was with that car. I know the engine went. And, at the time, I knew where to find a 390. I always wanted to throw a 390 in behind a 4-speed. That might have worked. I don't know. Probably would have had to change bell housing. Whatever. It didn't matter. The point is, it sold for $1,000, and the body on that car was mint. Like, for up here in Canada, it's hard to find really good bodies. Like everything, you know, we're kind of in a rust situation around here. But this thing was immaculate. Like it was a lot of steel on this car. Like there was hardly any rust whatsoever. So I mean that one got away from me too. And you know I'm not really a Ford guy, but certain Fords I would scoop up in a heartbeat, and that was one of them. Other than that, the only other car that got away from me was a sweet 72 New Yorker. It was some auction that came up. I wasn't even sure I didn't even know it was there. I just showed up at this auction. It was some sort of equipment auction. Just randomly showed up there. And here's this clean 1972 New Yorker, 440 in it. Interior is mint. Had a couple little rust holes over by the quarters. Underneath was clean. There was no holes in the floors. Everybody said the 440 was seized. I actually moved it. And I told another guy I knew that was there. I said, yes, that motor did move. It is not 100% seized. 4-barrel. It was a beautiful car. I mean, it was a beautiful car. Clean. I don't know what that car, I heard it went for $1,000. It was a very, very long auction. It went on for hours. And unfortunately, I had to go. I had to leave. And in doing so, I ended up leaving that car behind. And to this day, I'm still kicking myself for that. Because, like I said, you don't see cars up here as clean as you do. And when you see an opportunity like that, you have to snatch them up. And yeah, for $1,000, like that thing, I could have made some cash on that, no problem. But unfortunately, as circumstances had it at the time, I couldn't get it. And I don't know where it ended up. I've never seen it again. But for a car that clean, like it probably would have passed our safety standards. It probably made it back on the road. I don't know. I haven't seen it to this day. I don't know who has it or who bought it. But one day I'd like to find that car again, or figure out who bought it and see where that car ended up. Because actually that was a very, very nice car. Unfortunately, I didn't end up with it. But, you know, sometimes things just work out. Now I do. I do have some nice cars here. I do have vehicles that really I got to get going on. I got to get sold so I can buy more. So, working on that right now. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the future here. Expect more videos. I'm working on a brake video, how to rebuild calipers, because you know a lot of people don't know how to do that, right? So, I mean, so I'm going to go for it and rebuild them and show you how it was done and how to do it cheap, because sometimes some of these calipers you can't get a hold of, and then you got to worry about whoever else built them. Because I've had a few calipers now on my 04 Chevy that I had to take back because they were rebuilt terribly. They were rebuilt badly. So now I'm going to show you how you at home can rebuild your own calipers. So expect that video. I got once that's done, once I got the Cordoba out of the shop, I'm going to bring the New Yorker in. And we're going to play with that thing a little bit too. The engine is locked up, but I have another engine here anyway, so I'm going to throw that one in. Get this thing up and running, and just, you know, do some burnouts or whatever. I don't know. And I still have to figure out what I'm doing with the 67 Chevy, or 67 GMC I got. Because really, I mean, I can just flip that thing and make, you know, double my money, or I can make it a budget build. I don't know yet. I really don't know. I like the truck, but I like money too. And yeah, get some financing going. We'll see what happens. All right, stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Check you in the next video.